Hello, my name is Richard Ornelas, and welcome to the end of the United States as we currently know it. Our days are numbered as a United States, and many things have caused our demise. However, the main thing that will cause the separation of these United States is our dollar, the declining value of our country's currency. The fact of the matter is, we're in debt up to our eyebrows on many fronts, and for us to climb out of this bottomless pit that we're in is becoming more and more unlikely. After researching several government archive websites, the last time in American history the national debt was completely paid off was in 1835, after President Andrew Jackson shut down the central bank that preceded the Federal Reserve. What I found to be extremely interesting was that Jackson's entire political platform centrally revolved around his commitment to shut down the central bank, stating at one point, "The bold efforts the present bank has made to control the government are but premonitions of the fate that await American people, should they be deluded into the prolongation of this institution or the establishment of another like it." Unfortunately, his message was short-lived, and the international bankers succeeded to install another central bank in 1913, the Federal Reserve. As of January 31st, 2011, the total public debt of the United States of America is up to $14.13 trillion. Mind you, this does not include the $78.8 trillion that is and will be owed for Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, student loans, and virtually every home mortgage in the United States that the government backs. This is all debt that we carry. Which brings me back to the reason I'm here today: the collapse of the United States of America. For a decade, Russian academic Igor Panarin has been predicting the U.S. will fall apart in 2010. Although 2010 has come and gone, the path we walk is a thin one and getting thinner. After much research, it has become clear to me that what will happen and what must happen is this: our dollar will collapse. That is inevitable. Although there is something we can do about it right now, but will almost certainly not. After skimming through many resources, the time to change our money is now. I feel if the U.S. loses their pride, which we all know will not happen, and reinstates the silver dollar or something of that nature, then it is highly possible to create a new regional currency on a, let's say, Can-American basis. Now, this currency will allow for a somewhat painless way out of this economic crisis that we are buried under. And I have also come to the conclusion that the people who have been an influence on the geopolitical and economic situation will turn their back on the idea, because this decision will reflect their loss of power. In fact, they fear physical elimination. Now, so in saying this, what other outcome is possible? There is none. We will fall because of the selfless pride and the reckless spending habits of our government. Igor Panarin, born 30th October, is a Russian professor, academician, political analyst, writer, intelligence analyst, strategic forecaster, ideologist, and information warfare expert. And this is what he predicts will happen to our beloved United States of America. Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Nevada, Utah, California, and Arizona will become part of the California Republic and will be under Chinese influence. Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, Nebraska, Wyoming, Colorado, Kansas, and Missouri. These states will most likely be called the Central North American Republic under Canadian influence. Now, all the states north of Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia, and east of Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois would be called Atlantic America and will most likely be under European influence. New Mexico, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, and Texas will be be part of the Texas Republic, and he says will be under Mexican influence. However, I strongly disagree. I feel Texas will stand alone and will stand strong, overcoming any obstacle that comes its way. Now, Alaska will go to Russia, there's no doubt. Hawaii will go to either China or Japan. These are the predictions of Igor Panarin. However, there are several authorities on the subject that tend to agree with his predictions, as well do I. Now ask yourself this: do I think this will happen, considering all the facts? Yes, it will happen. May not fall as I've mentioned, But something like this will happen, and will happen before my generation is in retirement age. What will we do, and where will we go? Those answers will come in the very near future. So open your eyes, my fellow Americans. Open your eyes. We are about to split. Thank you, and good night.